Hello kids, come on. Today we'll learn about the musical instruments. Let's look into these musical instruments which are Indian and Western. Let's identify them and name them. So the first one here is a dholak. Dholak is a two-headed hand drum, a folk percussion instrument and is widely used in Qawwali, Kirtan, Lavani and Bhangra. The second instrument is Veena. The Veena, an ancient musical instrument, evolved into many variations such as lutes, zithers and harps. There are many regional designs which have different names such as Rudra Veena, Saraswati Veena and Vichitra Veena. This is used in Hindustani classical music, Carnatic classical music and Indian classical music. Third comes the clarinet. The clarinet is a type of single reed woodwind instrument. Like many wind instruments, the clarinet is used in classical music, concert bands, military bands, marching bands and jazz. Next comes the santoor. The Indian santoor instrument is a trapezoid-shaped hammered dulcimer and a variation of the Iranian santoor. It is a traditional instrument in Jammu and Kashmir and dates back to the ancient times. It was called Shatatantri Veena in ancient Sanskrit texts. Next comes the fifth one, trombone. Trombone is a musical instrument in the brass family. The trombone can be found in symphony orchestras, concert bands, big bands, marching bands, military bands, brass bands and brass choirs. Next instrument is mridangam. The mridangam is a percussion instrument of ancient origin. It is the primary rhythmic accompaniment in a Carnatic music. The mridangam is often accompanied by the ghatam, kanjira and morsing. Today, the mridangam is most widely used in Carnatic music performances which take place all over southern India and are now popular all over the world. The seventh instrument is saxophone. The saxophone is a type of single reed woodwind instrument which is a conical body usually made of brass. The saxophone is used in a wide range of musical styles including classical music such as concert bands, chamber music, solo repertoire, occasionally orchestras and contemporary music. The eighth musical instrument is harp. The harp is a stringed musical instrument that has a number of individual strings running at an angle to its soundboard. The strings are plucked with the fingers. It was a popular folk tradition in some areas. Next comes the nadaswaram. In South Indian culture, the nadaswaram is considered to be very auspicious and it is a key musical instrument played in almost all Hindu weddings and temples of South Indian tradition. It is a part of the family of instruments known as Mangalya Vadyam. Then comes the sarangi. The sarangi is a bowed, short-necked string instrument played in traditional music from India, Punjabi folk music and Rajasthani folk music. Next comes the tabla. A tabla is a pair of twin hand drums from the Indian subcontinent. Tabla is an instrument in Hindustani classical music where it may be played solo or as accompaniment with other instruments. Then comes the harmonium. A harmonium, also called a melodeon, reed organ or pump organ, is a keyboard instrument that is a lot like an organ. A harmonium can be made to work using either the feet or the hands. The harmonium is popularly used for religious ceremonies and other festive occasions that require serene musical compositions.